the most powerful hypnotic word ever spoken. What if the hypnosis was never the swinging watch, but the word me? On an old episode of Hawaii 5-0, a man receives a simple code phrase over the phone. No explanation, no debate, just a trigger. And suddenly the entire program runs. He moves, he acts, he destroys. Not because the command had power, but because the mind behind it had already been conditioned to respond. Now look closely at the language people repeat every day. Look what they did to me. Look what I did to myself. This happened to me. My story. My pain. My life. The moment the word me is accepted without question, the entire psychological program activates. Victim, perpetrator, blame, pride, guilt, defense. The character wakes up and begins performing its role, and almost no one pauses long enough to ask the simplest question. Who exactly is this me the whole drama revolves around? So let's do a little show and tell. No theory, just observation. Take a few lessons from A Course in Miracles. Lesson 5 says, I am never upset for the reason I think. If that is true, then the entire story about what they did to me immediately begins to wobble. Lesson 15 says, my thoughts are images that I have made, which means the pictures the mind is reacting to may not be reality at all, but projections of its own thinking. Lesson 34 says, I could see peace instead of this, which quietly suggests that peace is not created by changing the world, but by changing the way the mind is looking at it. Lesson 35 says, my mind is part of God's. I am very holy. Not the character, not the story, not the personal history, but the mind that is aware of them. Now step for a moment into the Twilight Zone. In Eye of the Beholder, a woman believes she is disfigured, until the bandages come off and the world itself is revealed to be distorted. In The Mind and the Matter, a man tries to erase everyone from existence, only to discover he cannot escape the mind that made the problem. In Person or Persons Unknown, a man wakes up to a world where no one recognizes him, and the identity he trusted begins to dissolve. And in The Masks, each character's true nature becomes permanently written on their face. Different stories, same exposure. The identity people cling to is not as stable as they believe. Watch all 156 episodes, or walk through all 365 lessons, not to become smarter, but to see something that was hiding in plain sight. The disturbance was never in the world. It was in the thinking about the world. And once the surface of the mind becomes still, even briefly, something obvious appears. Reality was never broken. Only the reflection was distorted. Because the hypnosis was never the command. It was the unquestioned belief in the character who received it. And somewhere tonight, perhaps in a quiet room, someone may pause long enough to notice the simplest trigger word ever spoken. The word me. A small word, capable of launching an entire lifetime of drama, or dissolving instantly the moment it is honestly questioned. Somewhere, in a place called the Twilight Zone.